I never thought I'd say this, but a TV character significantly influences my life. Now, for most of my life, I've been a film geek. When I was a child, I was seen by my mother watching the end scene of Blade Runner, where the character Roy Batty dies and makes this wonderful monologue statement about having seen many things and the fact that it was time for him to die, etc. So I watched that and watched it and watched it, and it had this significant effect on my psychology at the time. Now, since becoming a parent, I am flooded with more emotion, which I perceive to be a good thing. Many is a time when I watch a father-son relationship in a movie or a TV series, and automatically I feel emotional, even with very little said between the characters. However, I don't think I'd ever thought that a character in a TV series would have such a significant effect on me as this one does. And doubtless you have seen This Is Us, the TV series, of which I think they've had a second series. I've not yet seen it. I say doubtless because obviously it's in the title of my YouTube video, so if you've clicked on that, then I would imagine you're a fan. There is a character in there called Jack, who isn't entirely devoid of demons. He's had a semi-tough upbringing, but what he is a man whom I believe predominantly makes the right decisions in life, to do with his relationship with his wife and his children. Now, it may well be that I watch the second series and I find out that he's a completely different character altogether. However, in the first series, he's just a bit of a dude. And this is what I found myself saying whilst carrying on my daily life. I've asked myself, what would Jack do? Which sounds really silly, but here we go as an example. A couple of months ago, in usual family fashion, we had the getting our child ready for school. There was a kind of a semi-stressful moment in the morning. I say semi, it wasn't particularly tricky, but there was a moment in which both my wife and I weren't feeling it, as it were. We weren't on the right wavelength, and we were a bit snappy towards each other. And without thinking, this almost like subconscious thought cropped into my head, and I asked myself, what would Jack do? And my immediate reaction, or this, as I say, this subconscious reaction, was to go and kiss my wife. And it had this amazing effect. It was exactly the right thing to do because it completely softened the whole issue. She then kissed me back, we hugged, and all was fine. And this has happened on more than one occasion where I've asked myself, either audibly or inside, I've asked myself, what would Jack do? If any of you have experienced the same, I'd like to know. It'd be interesting. I don't think a character ever has influenced me to the same degree that this character has. And it's obviously because it resonates. This character resonates as a father with me. Evolution of Dave signing off. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.